Okay, so welcome everybody to Muscle L Talks episode. Who knows what episode it is? It's an episode of Muscle L Talks. We're doing lots at the moment, lots of episodes of Muscle L Talks, and always gone from disability rights right through to scientific treatment and research and all the things for the different types of muscular dystrophy that we cover. So today we're actually doing, I think this might be our first specific, we've done lots of different ones in the past, but first specific mini brief episode on a type of treatment that's coming through. Obviously we've done lots about Translarna and all the Duchenne treatments, but this is one that Michaela, you've been talking a lot about recently.
Yeah, so there's two. We have nursing, which I think more or less everybody knows about. It's
we all know about nursing, although we'll do an episode on that real soon, but apparently this one's better.
Well, I can prefer this one, from what I know about it. AVXS have developed this. They pretty much concentrate on SMA, to my understanding. And they really looked at developing gene therapies for type 1 SMA. And they've released kind of early interim results this week, along with some videos showing the progression of the kids. Mm-hmm. And I witnessed a type 1 baby child walking upstairs, and I was amazed. It's incredible.
For people from other sets of muscular dystrophy conditions who don't realise that type 1 SMA usually don't live past the age of 2, usually never walk, usually have trouble moving, a lot of, things like that. So for a type 1 child to walk upstairs, that's like, I don't know, a Duchenne adult doing hopscotch or something.
Yeah. I mean, the hallmark of there's three, I suppose, main distinct types of SMA 1, 2, and 3. What distinguishes SMA type 1 away from the rest is that a type 1 child will never be able to sit on their own. And actually, quite a number of type 1s can't tolerate sitting up at all. They remain completely flat. There are kids in this video that are sitting up unaided. They're able to get up off the ground themselves. They're walking around, they're walking up steps, they're crawling with ease. And even type 2 children very often don't crawl. They don't roll over. I certainly never rolled over, and I never crawled. I couldn't lift my head away from the ground enough for me to be able to crawl. So yeah, it's really special. What I do want to say is that the earlier people have been dosed with the gene therapy, the better. The ones with the best results are the ones.
So is there a stage, do they have it straight as they're born, straight away, or do they leave it a month or so? How early are they having it to show that the earlier the better?
Some of them are having it before any symptoms show up, which obviously doesn't happen very often. They are very, very young. They're maybe 1 month, 2 months of age. The others are a little bit older. I think there's some were dosed at like 5, 6 months. I don't know all of them. I don't know all of the candidates in the trial. But I know there's quite a range. I'm watching it at the minute. There's one that was dosed at 5 months. She's reaching above her head to lift a telly off her head. These are things that I couldn't have done at that age. And I'm a classification ahead of them. So it's a huge, huge milestone. And nursing requires multiple doses for the rest of your life. And that's it is hoped that their treatment could only be a one-time dose.
And so what's the name of the AVXS treatment again? Do we know?
AVXS treatment is AVXS-101.
AVXS-101. So that's why, obviously, nursing being talked about a lot, but this new treatment, AVXS-101, that's...
I hope you have an easier name in the end.
It's almost like it's so futuristic. It's not, it's not quite got his actual proper name yet. And just real quick on the science of AVXS-101, do we know what type of gene therapy it is, how it specifically does what it does? Is it similar to nusinersen? Why is it better?
My understanding is very limited because it's still in phase 1, it's still in very early days. And what I do know is that they use a recombinant AAV9 capsid shell, even not cell, and it's a non-replicating adeno-associated virus, which is, I suppose, similar to what you get in the flu vaccine, and it's used to deliver a functional copy of the SMA gene across the blood-brain barrier, so you get it into your bloodstream instead of into your spine like we see in nursing.
Can I ask why nusinersen was put into the spine, not into the bloodstream?
Because there were so many difficulties getting, well, to my knowledge, it's a relatively large gene across the blood-brain barrier. That posed an issue. Usually when you give something in the lung system, it can tend to stay in that system. It's like antibiotics. Sometimes they find it very hard to reach the lungs if there's an infection there. But they find a way to get this virus across the blood-brain barrier and into the nervous system where it needs to be, which is really interesting and will hopefully pave the way for others as well.
Yeah. As a final marker on this, obviously we saw a very small trial with the Duchenne drug eteplirsen, and then there was all the parents and families and everything at the AdCom. Are we going to see similar with this? Is it being treated in a different way? How are AVXS filing for approval with this?
As far as I know, they're not yet. This could be several years down the line. I think they want to make sure that the virus that they're using is completely safe before they go any further. But what I can say is that nusinersen are beginning to file with the FDA. So nusinersen realistically should be everything in the next couple of years. As I said, the AVXS trial is still phase 1. It's still got a little bit to go. I would say they'll at least complete a phase 2 trial on a much larger scale before they go any further with that. But yeah, it looks good, and nusinersen have started to release some early results into type 2 and type 3 SMA with their treatments, and it looks quite promising in type 2 and a little bit disappointing in type 3. But we're on the cusp of great things in the SMA community, I think, and I think we've seen research really propel itself forward. And yeah, hopefully it'll not just help SMA, it'll help a lot of the other crews that need viruses to cross the blood-brain barrier, and we can get more genes where they need to be.
Exactly. I think one thing that specifically fascinated me about this plight is the difference in culture as to how it's being put to the FDA and how it's being rallied by families in a different way, because it does fascinate me that this actually is quite significantly, if you look at the things that you can actually see, this is significantly better than drugs like eteplirsen or Translarna that we've seen in the Duchenne community. So it does fascinate me as to how this is going to cross barriers as we move ahead.
Yeah, I think the thing that we need to keep in mind too is that type 2 and type 3 may really, really want to see something as fast as we see it for type 1, but at least type 1 kids literally don't have much hope. More and more like beyond the age of 2, but it's still, they're also very much against them, and they really need the access. And we have the expanded access program starting to kick off for nusinersen now, so it's not approved, but because it's the only option available, they may be able to get in through a non-trial basis. And that's really exciting as well to see how that works in older kids that have already had the progression. So it'll be interesting to see the outcome of that. But we're in a territory that kids that normally can't breathe by the time they're 8 months are now standing up, and that's really, really incredible.
Wonderful. Right. Lots more to come on this. We're going to be mixing it up over the coming weeks with episodes on research as well as episodes on disability rights and community and everything in between, fundraising for other muscular dystrophy charities and all the extravaganzas and events that are going on across here in the States as well. Yeah, wonderful. We'll see you all soon. And a real cool episode out in a few days' time as well to follow.
Hey.
We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.